Hi, I'd like to talk to you about plotting in a bit more detail. I know the last clip was a bit basic, but it was a good way to lead you into actually making your plan for how to make your story progress. So now, there are a few more details that I want to talk about. So what we've got is when I actually talked about writing the bare skeleton of the plot, what I meant was that at that point the story is more of a narrative. That means just telling the story and putting in what might happen here, what might happen there, but leaving a lot of the detail out. So you can manage to get from beginning to end with obviously not as many words as it will be when it's finished. Because then what I do, what I found my method is, I actually go back over it and back over it, fleshing it out, so that gradually at each thing that happens, I might describe the situation better, describe the landscape better, describe the characters better, describe their expressions, describe what they're doing better, so that at each one I'm fleshing it out, not necessarily at that point altering the plot, but fleshing out the detail. So can be quite a methodical thing. So you don't really have to worry about the idea of being inspired all the time, because you've been inspired to write your story. You've been inspired to plot the narrative. And at each juncture then, what you can do is, as I said, put more detail in. Now, if you're at the stage where you need to put more detail in and you're really lost for ideas, then that's when you can actually stop, go back to the computer and start doing research. I find looking at maps, looking at even the atlases that I have in the house, just old paper ones, glancing through, finding funny names for places, changing them round. Look on Google for pictures of things that might just inspire you, pictures of places that might inspire you. And when you've actually researched a bit more, you'll find that you have hopefully enough ideas to be able to feed your mind to be able to write more detail. So that is how hopefully you can start to feel quite methodical about what you do, so you don't experience this whole idea of a block in your mind. The next thing that I find useful is a timeline. I make a timeline. Now, my stories, being children's stories, are meant to be exciting adventures, and generally my plot, whole story, only lasts about 3 days maximum. So over 3 days maximum, or even less sometimes, I actually feel that I have to know when it's supposed to be morning, afternoon, evening, when it's supposed to be meal times, because children like to eat at regular intervals. They get tired when their body clock is running. And I find that because mine is sci-fi and they go between planets, I often have to think about, well, what is Ollie's body clock telling him? Is he tired? Is he hungry? Well, of course, anybody will know if they've read Phil's stories that Ollie and Flip are always hungry. But so what I do is I actually go through in my notebook and I write down the timeline for the day or days that I've been writing about, so that I feel quite secure that I'm being accurate, because well, readers do pick up details like that. And certainly I think that children pick up details like that. So I am quite detailed about making sure that I get things at the right time. Now, the next stage of the plotting, which I found, rather than just having one simple story going on in a chronological way, which of course is the simplest way of doing it, what I found was that I actually then diverged. I would have a group of people who were involved in this adventure, and actually in book 5 or 6 anyway, I actually split the groups off into 3 different strands, and I have 3 stories going ahead at the same time, diverging into different areas, being on different planets even sometimes, but firmly working gradually towards the final resolution of the story, making it far more complicated to write, especially when you're still looking at the timeline and you're still trying to bring the story to its logical and satisfying conclusion. But I have found it very, very interesting to write. And yes, more demanding, but very interesting, because I'm looking at the situations from different viewpoints, and I find that very, very stimulating. However, some of the stories, so even I think it was 7 or 8, actually is just one chronological story, more or less, with just a few detours. It just depends what story you're telling. But that is something that you can try or work towards. Certainly it is more complicated to write, but yeah, as you gain in confidence and experience, you might be able to have a go at that, or certainly think about it as a different way of telling your story. So I hope you found some of these ideas useful, and thank you for joining me. And I do hope that it gets you on your way to working your way through your ideas and stops you being frustrated. I'll see you again, and bye for now.